Yo, 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 what's up, what's up? It's Coach Nick Monday in the house, ladies and gentlemen, indelibles of the pride. I'm here with the one, the only DBL Nicks in the house, a.k.a.
The Rainmaker.
Yes, indeed. And then the force, the secret weapon. We call her the bushy-tailed Serengeti specialist, the one, the only. She's the one that's constantly grabbing and conquering all the stonks that are running. We call her DBL Moms. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Now it's a show. DBL Moms is in the house. It's a show.
Yes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following us on YouTube, would you kindly hit the subscribe button and do what this young man says?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
And you know that sharing is caring, doubles. It certainly is caring. Absolutely. Absolutely. Helps the stream grow, which means we can put more content out for y'all. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And, of course, you can follow us on x.com, a.k.a. Twitter.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. Indeed. At Coach Nick Money. Yes.
Coach Nick Money.
A lot of awesome content on Twitter, x.com. And, of course, we're on Twitch at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money. And, of course, finally, but, well, actually, not finally. We said Twitch, right? We said X.
Facebook.
We said YouTube. We're on Facebook at Coach Nick Money also, yeah.
Coach Nick Money.
Yeah. And
Instagram.
TikTok.
Instagram.
Instagram at Coach
At
Money.
Coach Nick Money.
Yeah. YouTube.
The tiki-taki. We're
TikTok
At DBL Nicks.
at DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks.
At DBL Nicks. And of course, the screen name is Coach Nick Money.
So
Of
Coach
course.
Nick Money across the board except for TikTok.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's the story.
Yep.
That's the story of the channels that we got.
Links in the description down below.
All right, so here's the story. Today is the last day of the $1 for 5 day special in the Discord. Now, of course, we're going to be streaming live on the social media channels, and then we're going to take it privately to the Discord. And today is the last day of the special, $1 for 5 days of the Discord. You can check out the live streams there. You can get all of our alerts. We call a lot of bangers a lot of times. This morning we called SIFY before it ran 201%. We also called AUUD, which ran 73% after we called it. Of course, we were early on it. APTO, 55%. ELAB, 52%. MSGM, 38%. CDT, 46%. SMFL, 20%. SGRP, 64%, SNGX, 24%, PMNT, 25%, and ASST, 28%. But who's counting? Who's counting? We are. Hello, the general pride. Hello, community. Hello. So let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and put a 5-minute chart on, and we're looking at SIFY. That is one of the leading, it's actually the leading gainer. So here's the story. It's under $1. It's 81 cents. It's currently up 145%. It was up 201%, so it gave back a lot of the run-up that it had in the pre-market. They became first in India to achieve NVIDIA DGX-ready data center certification for liquid cooling to enable breakthrough AI performance, and that was at 7:34 Eastern Standard Time. The float is a little bit on the heavy side, 28 million. Volume only 41 million. And right now it is sitting on the VWAP. We want to see it break through VWAP doubles. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated for the folks.
Yay.
Right over there. We want to see it get right over that number right there, which is approximately 84 cents. Currently it is below VWAP. And it is uncertain as to what it's going to do. It needs to get above that figure. Let's go into a longer time frame and see what it looks like on a longer time frame. And when you look at it on a longer time frame, it's not clear that it's bearish or bullish yet. It could potentially be. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. It could be a pennant. Maybe. Right? Doubles? It could be. Right?
Yay.
On the other hand, it could also be an irregular double head, like a double top. Not a double head, a double top. Let's
Good
go.
morning, Mr. Babs.
Babs is in the house. What's up? So it could potentially be a double top. also, right? So it needs to figure out what it's doing, and the longer it stays below VWAP, the less likely it stays bullish. It is extended. It is a heavy floated stock, but it's also the leading gainer, so we need to see it stay above this trend line over here to remain somewhat attractive. We like to call it schmexy, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, it's time to share the stream. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yeah, you know we're incredible, and we know that you're incredible. Let's let other folks know that we're all incredible. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's SIFY. SIFY. Let's go to SGRP. SGRP. Let's go to it, and it looks like it. What is it, a merger? Is that what that is? It looks like a merger or a reverse split. What's going on with that? What's going on? Additional proxy soliciting material form. Looks like a merger. Definitive agreement to be acquired by Hardwire. Okay, so it's just consolidating right now. Not that particularly interesting. It is merely a acquisition type of play. Let's go to AUUD. AUUD. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Let's get rid of some of these graffiti lines that we drew in the past for y'all. All right, let's zoom in. And it looks quite bearish at this point. It looks quite bearish. Let's go to the 1 minute.
1 minute.
And we can see it's a double top. We don't like double tops. We like the bottoms, baby. It's all about the bottoms. It's always about the bottoms. It's always about the double bottoms and the bottom tails. That's what we like. But right now we're looking at a double top, and it looks quite bearish. So we're concerned that it might do a little flusheroo like that right there. And, of course, we would want it to stay above VWAP if it's going to have any significance of a future resurgence, if you will. And what's the story with AUUD? They announced integration of FIDAR into Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's the story. Came out at 6:57 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Floats low, 2.4 million. Volumes, 24 million. I mean, it has the potential of being schmexy. But right now it looks bearish, so it needs to resolve itself. We can take a look at what it looks like down here, and we could see that the RSI is moving downward, and there is still room for it to continue to move downward. We could see that the volume candles are diminishing in size. But I like AUUD. I like it so far. I like it, so I'm going to put it on a side chart doubles. Let's take a look at it on the 5 minute. I just want to peep it on the 5. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at it. I mean, it definitely has that double top going on. We want to see it stay above VWAP. It remains somewhat schmexy if it remains above the VWAP. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the next tickaroo that we're looking at. How about SMFL? SMFL. That's a very small floated stock. Let's clean up the chart area. Let's clear up the old markings. We don't need that right now. Let's zoom in. And we're looking at it on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute because it doesn't have a lot of volume. So let's go to the 1 minute. I don't like that. I don't like that 1 minute. That 1 minute looks kind of, I don't know. That looks kind of like a head.
A shoulder.
Stop that. And another shoulder right over here. An irregular shoulder. And another irregular shoulder right there. So maybe a head and shoulders. And you know what? Let's do it this way, doubles. Watch this. I got the technology. You ready? Look at this. Look at this. Ready?
You got that tech.
Boom, baby. Omar, welcome for the subscribe on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to the tribe, the pride. Okay, so it looks like a head and shoulders pattern. That's kind of disconcerting. The situation with this ticker is it has a super low float. That's what makes it particularly appetizing. It has a float of 77,000 shares. Currently, the volume is only 1.34 million, so that's kind of low. It's up 17%. Do they have news? They don't have any news right now. There was some kind of a conference that they mentioned on August 28th. But aside from that, I think we have to do some honorary mentions of Holo. Holo's being talked about in the internet world. Let's go ahead and clear some of the drawings. People are talking about potential squeezies, nice and easy. Holo doesn't have any particular news. It's a 43-cent stock right now. The float is currently 5.8 million. I believe it went through a reverse split recently. The volume's 3.8 million, and it is trying to form a bit of a cup. and a handle on the 1 minute. But if we zoom into the room, you could see that it is still barcoding. So we'll put a little circle on it, put it on a side chart, let it cook a little bit. Maybe it'll get some volume, and when it grows up, we'll get a nice little run. Let's see what happened. But it is now a lower float stock, and it has had a history of running parabolic. I think it ran like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5,000, 6,000%, something like that, something ridiculous a couple of months ago. And of course, we called it first.
Yay.
In the Discord. Link in the description, baby. Get busy, because the deal is ending. The deal is ending today. Today, folks. The $1 deal is ending today. Oh, yeah. WTO. Mr. Babs wants to know about WTO. This ticker has a heavy float, but it is a cheapo stock. It had formed a bull pennant in after hours on Friday, but since then it has been selling off under VWAP. So let's go ahead and clear the drawings. Let's see what happens. This is also another ticker that people have been talking about potentially squeezing. Let's see if there's any news on it. I don't think there is any news on it. Is there any news on it? No news. Just a cheapo stock. I think it's a delist situation. The float I have is 305 mil, but I've heard that the float could be higher than that. The volume's only 49 mil, and we could see that it is in the process of selling off. It's trying to curl. You could conceivably say that it potentially has a double bottom down here, but it certainly doesn't have a lot of volume, so I wouldn't really go with that per se. I don't think it's particularly schmexy at this point. It really needs to move up. You have two resistance areas that it needs to break, baby. Now, it is a heavy floated stock, but it's only in the 6 to 10 cent range, so we can forgive it a little bit, but it's going to be super choppy. We need to see whether or not this potential double bottom is in fact accurate, but we can see that right now this candle only has 43,000 shares, and again, this is a super heavy floated stock at 305 million shares. So for now, meh, baby, meh. You got to prove your love to me, SYTA. You can see that it is kind of choppy on the 1 minute doubles, kind of choppy, lack of volume, but it's trying to form this this hair cup and handle kind of sort of, but it needs volume confirmation to become at all schmexy. Let's see if it has any news. Does SYTA have any news? Let's see. 7 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. They appointed Campbell Betcher to the board of directors. That's the news. It is a low float stock. We like the float at 780,000 shares. That's a micro mini skirt float for me, but the volume's only 273,000 shares. So side chart for SYTA, baby. MSGM. MSGM. I think that's like a gaming company or something like that. It's formed an inverted head and shoulders doubles. Do you see what I say? Do you see what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and remove. Let's remove some of the drawings over here. So we got, it's an upside down head and shoulders, baby. Looky here. That's a shoulder over there. A shoulder over there. And the cabeza is right at the bottom. The cabeza is right there. So we want to see something like this, man. How about that? Can you give us something like that? Let's see what let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute doubles. And it needs volume, only 2,400 shares right over here. We need to share the stream. We need more folks checking us out. Could y'all share the stream? We need some respectable figures. Yeah, some respectable figures. So if you could share, I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah, Mr. Babs, my pleasure, my pleasure. Okay, so we got a head and shoulders potential over here, but we need volume to validate it. I like the fact that it's above VWAP. Doubles, it's above VWAP. VWAP is at about $1.52-ish right there. That's your VWAP. But it needs volume to be valid. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute chart.
5 minutes.
And you can see more clearly on the 5 minute chart that there is, in fact, an inverted head and shoulders pattern. Head and shoulders pattern on the 5 minute, but it needs volume to validate. Okay, that's the story with MSGM. SHLS, baby. SHLS. Let's go take a look at that ticker. Not particularly interesting stock. It is moving, but it has 164 million float, which is kind of on the ridiculous side. You ridiculous. You're completely ridiculous, SHLS. The volume's only 615,000. That's kind of like pathetic, I would say. They secured favorable initial ruling in ITC case against Voltage. I don't know what that means. 6:50 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Currently up 26%. But your float is ridiculous. Your float's ridiculous. So I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. SNES. Let's go to SNES. Let's see what's going on with that one. Come on now. Come on now.
Yay.
Come on now, SNES, let's go, baby. All right, SENS does not have enough volume. Does it have anything going on for it? Let's see. It's a low floater, 487,000, but the volume is pathetic, I tell you. So we're just gonna say PCVX, baby, PCVX. It don't flow with my fingers. It took me a while to type that one in.
Doesn't flow with the fingers.
It doesn't flow. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's zoom in the room. It's forming somewhat of a pennant, kind of, sort of, in a way. It is above VWAP. Let's go get that graffiti pencil activated. Let's go. All right, so we got this going on right here, and then we got this going on right here. So it's kind of like a pennant, kind of, sort of. It doesn't have a heck of a lot of volume. If we look at the 1 minute chart doubles, you could see that it really is struggling with volume. You could see that. You could see that. And if we go to the latest candle, it's only 600 shares. That's kind of pathetic. PCVX, you need to get your act together. And you, too, are a heavily floated stock. What's wrong with you? You got over 100 million shares. What's wrong with you? And you only got 355 dials in volume? Really? I don't know. Anyway. Vaxcyte, Fumonicoco, shot matches, Pfizer, and early trial for safety. That's the story. And is what I say. That's what I say. I'm just saying. VSIG. What's up, VSIG? How you doing? VSIG in the house. It is moving up. It broke the downtrend. It was channeling, and it shot up. VCIG currently up 30%. Global secured approximately $18 million contract for IPO deal. This is 8:39 Eastern Standard Time. Float 28 million on the heavy side, but it is a sub-dollar stock, so you know how that goes. Volume 8 million. It just needs more volume. It doesn't have enough volume, and it's got these top tails. Let's go back to AUUD. AUUD. Let's go and check it out. Double tops. Potential flusheroonie. It is maintaining its price action above the VWAP times for some espresso ice. Yeah. Day after a 3-day weekend. I hope y'all had fun. Who went to the beach? Put it in the chat. Who had weenies? Who had burgers? If you had burgers, make sure you don't put your mustard on your burgers. Your mustard goes on your weenie. Not your burgers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a travesty of justice when you put mustard on your burgers.
Obstruction.
Ketchup goes on your burger. You must put mustard on your weenie. And don't put the ketchup on the weenie. Doubles, I know you do that. I don't approve. It's not.
On the pizza. What?
It's not Coach Nick Money approved. I'm just saying. All right. Anywho, we're watching AUUD. Let's go check out the news on AUUD. AUUD announced integration of Fader into Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's $1.36. It's up 59 cents, 60%. Float 2.4 mil. Volume 26 mil. The sticker, it moves usually, but, it's like come see, come saw. But, I mean, right now, it seems to be something to pay attention to a little bit. SIFY is the leading gainer. Let's go to that one. But I don't like the float on it, doubles. I don't like the float on SIFY. But it did go up 201% on news. FIFY is currently up 148%. They became the first in India. The first, I tell you, in India. Not the second, not the third. The first in India to achieve NVIDIA DGX ready data center certification for liquid cooling to enable breakthrough AI performance. This is the news as of 7:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They are the first. Float 28 million. I don't like that. Volume 42 million. Get your act together. You need more volume, and you need to trim. You need to trim that float. You know what I'm saying? So over here we're in a situation where there's a indecisive kind of a situation, potentially a bull pennant, but it is below VWAP. It needs to stay above this trend line, and it has also formed a potential double top. It is super extended. I don't like the fact that it has a heavy float. So it's kind of tricky at this point, and it ran up really fast, really early in the morning, so it was kind of difficult to trade pre-market. So we'll keep you on the side chart, SIFY, simply because you're the leading gainer of the morning, but you got to prove your love to me, baby. Let's go back to SHLS, and this is also a heavy floated stock. We said that before, so we don't like it, but it is up somewhat, so we're going to take a look at it. Not particularly schmexy. This stock is 164 million float, 164 million float. Okay, it's moving up, but it's only up 32%, and it's very choppy, doubles. If we go to the 1 minute, you could see that there's going to be a whole host of top tails, and we don't like top tails doubles, do we?
We like the bottom.
We like the bottom tails, but it is trending upwards, so we could give it a little bit of a trend line. But 164, seriously? 164 million float, seriously? SMFL. So let's go from the heavy float to a very light float. This one has 77,000. And we could see that it had formed a head and shoulders bear pattern. It did a flusheroo. But now it looks like it's trying to break that trend. And maybe we could have a descending wedge. Could we have a descending wedge bull reversal? It would need volume. And then it could potentially do something like that, but it needs volume to prove its love to me. And of course, we've got the VWAP right around $1.23. That would be a significant resistance point for SMFL, 77,000 float. Volume currently 1.6 million, and that's the story. All right, so we got some other tickers hitting the scanner. CNFR, a new one, CNFR. Let's take a look at it. Oh, it did a round the trip and broke its neck. Oh, how funny. Conifer sells insurance agency operations, names Brian Rooney as CEO. That's the news. But it really didn't do much, so you know what? This don't look too particularly schmexy at 18%. So we're going to keep on looking. We're still on the Serengeti. We got the bushy tail Serengeti specialist on the prowl right now. She's in the high grasses. She's got her front claws promptly placed in the ground. She's shaking the bushy tail, getting ready to pounce on any stonk or gazelle. We are not particularly particular, but we prefer the stonks for the indelible pride, right?
Yeah.
That's what we prefer. Yeah. So we're watching, we're waiting, we're watching. BNAI, and it is moving on light volume, currently up $1.48. What's the story? Up 23%, and it is a 12 million float and only 20,000 shares. So, The espresso ice, though. I'm just saying. We need something good, man. We need like a decent stock to pop up, make it entertaining. It's not entertaining when these stocks move slow, but it is the day after Labor Day, right? It's the day after Labor Day. Bless you, my little queen. Bless you, my little bumpkin. Are you okay? My little bushy tail specialist, are you okay? Okay, just checking. Why do I get emails about kidney testicular cancer? Why? I'm checking my emails, and I'm getting the weirdest emails. It's like Spamosaurus Rex. I just don't get it. Testicular. I don't know why I got that. Anyway, it just caught my eye. I'm just saying. I'm going through my emails, and I see that I don't know. Look at this. BNAI is falling apart. I don't want to even look at it. It kind of like upsets me. SIFY. This is the company from India. The India company. And it is either a bull pennant or a double top. I'm going to go towards being conservative with this one because it is super extended. It was up 201% and has given back about 60% since this morning. And I don't like the float. 28 million. How dare you? 28 million, and your volume's only 43 million. What's wrong with you, SIFY? What's wrong with you? I know you went up 201%, but prove your love to my community. My peoples expect better than that, and so do I. So do I. We are still in search of another stonk, another one. Doubles, another one. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Let me at him. AUUD. Something about it, you know? AUUD. Ooh, looky how. Is it triple topping or is it going to break through this resistance area? Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. $1.46 resistance, $1.53 resistance. Let's get it activated, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching AUUD, currently up 70%, and it has integration of Fader into Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Float 2.4 million. I like that. Volume 28 million. I'm going to keep an eye on you, but you are forming a top tail, and we don't like those top tails, doubles.
We like that bottom tail.
It's all about the bottom tails. Bottom tail. Is it going to be a triple top? It did break that trend, doubles. It broke that trend, but now is this going to be a triple top and potentially more bearish type of a situation where the price action pulls back even more? Or will it get some volume? Right now, we're going to say it's a triple top. It broke this downtrend, so let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and activate the cleaning up pencil. We got the graffiti pencil and the cleaning up pencil. So right now, we got to see what's going to happen. Let's put it on the 5-minute doubles.
5 minutes.
On the 5-minute, it's forming either a triple top or maybe, yeah, it looks more like a triple top. I'm going to go with a triple top until I can see some volume coming in. I don't see enough volume to make this schmecksy at this point. It's been up 70%. Let's see what happens. You will go on a side chart. AUUD, you're going on a side chart. You're going on a side chart. VSIG. It broke that downtrend, but it don't look too particularly healthy at this point because it round tripped. So, no. PCVX, and it formed a pennant on light volume. We still have light volume. The price action is above VWAP. That's kind of good. We like that. We like it being above VWAP. VWAP is right around. Well, wait a minute. This is an expensive stock. Never mind. This is like an expensive stock. Oh, no. Forget about it. No. Never mind. Forget about this one. Forget it. Let's take a look at CNFR. This one is, I don't know. Round tripped, kind of, sort of. No. We don't like that one either. I don't like that. How about ELAB? I think ELAB had news, right?
Yeah.
It had news. It popped up. It dropped, and now it's curling. ELAB had news. It's 32 cents. Currently up 20%. Float 9 million, almost 10 million. Volume only 19 million. And the news was that Levi Skincare Inc. announces encouraging data. Results indicating potential for hair restoration using proprietary exosomy technology. That's the story. But it doesn't have a lot of volume. No, not a lot of volume. Let's go to the 1-minute doubles.
Yay.
And we could see that the last candle only has 45,000 shares. We could see that the RSI is moving towards the overbought area. And there's very light volume. So ELAB, meh, like that. I'm just saying like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to put it on a side chart just because there's not really anything else running right now. So we'll put it on a side chart doubles. You know what I mean?
Side chart.
A little side chart. Aye,
chart.
Captain. APTO. What's the story? It's trending downward. APTO is trending downward. Currently up 13%. It's a 46-cent stock. They received $10 million through a facility agreement with HEMNI, negotiating future collaboration agreement with HEMNI to jointly develop whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but that's the story. Float heavy, 19 million. Volume only 11 million. So, it needs to break the downtrend, folks. Otherwise, I don't particularly care for it. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm feeling. Yeesh. All right. Doubles, we're going to go and check out. I don't know. Let's see what the float is on SOC. SOC, what's the float, DVL moms? SOC in the house. SOC, what's the float? I think it's a heavy floater. Is it a heavy floater? 25 million, only 229,000 shares. It is trending up on the 1 minute. You can see that there's not a lot of volume on this particular ticker. We're going to the 5 minute. We'll put a little trend line using our graffiti pencil. Yeah, it is trending upward on light volume, but no news, not much volume. Stable Offshore Corp, that's the story. And I don't know. Well, I don't know. Not really, not really too appetizing, I would say. VUZI in the house, and it looks like it's testing a previous high. Not a lot of volume on it. VUZI up 21%. The float heavy, 60 million. Volume pathetic, 638,000. It entered into a strategic investment with Quanta Computer of long-term waveguide design and supply partnership. That's the story, but your float is heavy, and you got a bunch of top tails on the 5 minutes. In fact, it's a double top. Doubles? It's a double top. Look, there's a top over there, not a double bottom. We like the double bottoms. They're cute and curvy. DBL moms, chunkleta down. I'm talking about the stonk chart. Just the stonk chart. That's all I'm talking about. Easy, careful. Okay, so anywho, it looks like a double top on the 5 minute doubles. It is trending upward, kind of, sort of, but it's doing it on very light volume, and it is heavy floated. So VUZI, I don't know doubles. Like that. It's like that, you know? It's like that. MSGM. Let's go check it out. All right, so it had formed this inverted head and shoulders, which would be a bull pattern, but it has not really significantly pulled away from the VWAP yet, and it does not really have a lot of volume, doubles. Doesn't have a lot of volume, so it needs to cook, baby. It needs to cook. It needs to cook. Let's see what happened. Let's take a look at another ticker with news, LGVN. Let's see what's going on with that ticker. It popped up a little bit, but nothing significant. Let's take a look at the float and volume. Let's see what the float is. Float's kind of heavy, 12 million. Volume very low. It does have news. It has news. What's the news? 180 Degree Capital Corp notes average discount of net asset per share to stock price for 8th month of initial. Oh, wrong one. I'm reading the wrong one. Announces partnership at H.C. Wainwright 26th Annual Global Investment Conference. That was August 27th. Nothing new. No, there is news. 8 o'clock. Announces positive Type C meeting with USDA, FDA regarding pathway to BLA, BLA, for Lomicide B in hypoplastic left heart syndrome. That's LGVN. It just doesn't have any volume right now. It just doesn't. So, SYTA. And it had formed a bit of a cup and a handle over here, and it moved a little bit on very light volume. SYTA appointed some fella to the board of directors. That's the news that came out at 7 o'clock this morning. Float very low, 780,000. We like that, but the volume is only 303,000. So, side chart. Side chart. SYTA, side chart. ELAB curling a bit. ELAB curling. Curl. On the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 minute doubles. We're going to the 1 minute. And you can see it's forming a bit of a cup and handle under the VWAP. VWAP is right around 35 cents. Yes. And here's your cup and your handle. So we're going to put a little circle around it so we keep an eye on you. You silly bird, you. ELAB announced that they have an encouraging data result indicating potential for hair restoration. So if you're bald, that's what they're talking about. It's like an anti-bald thing. It's 33 cents, 24% up. The float, about 9, almost 10 million. You know, it's like meh. volume 20 million, but it did form somewhat of a cup and handle on the 1 minute. Let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute doubles.
5 minute.
And if we zoom in the room, you can see it's still kind of sort of a cup and handle. Kind of sort of. So we'll keep an eye on you, E-Lab. Keep an eye on you. Keep an eye on you. AUUD Day. AUUD Day. Let's go and check it out. It triple topped. It definitely triple topped doubles. It did. But it's still maintaining this channel over here. You know what I mean? It's maintaining the channel, and we could put a little trendy line over here. So if it can continue to trend up, maybe it could become Shemexy again. It does have news. They announced the integration of Fader into Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. This was around 7 o'clock in the morning. Float is low, 2.4 million. Volume, 32 million. So it's got volume doubles. It's got volume. But if we go to the 1 minute doubles,
1 minute.
you can see that currently most of that volume happened earlier in the morning. This does not look like it has a lot of volume right now. That's the situation, and you do have this triple top. Let's go to a longer time frame and try to parse it. What do you mean? How do you say that thing when you're trying to take things apart? Dissect. We're going to try to dissect AUUD. Let's go to the 1 hour chart.
1 hour.
Okay, so it looks like that on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, it looks like that. Yeah, it looks like that. Let's go to a shorter time frame. Let's go to a 30-minute time frame. 30 minute. Let's zoom into it. Not much to garner from this, you know what I mean? It does have news. It has news, but it needs volume. So if you get some volume, you can grow up and be a nice stock for the Indelible Pride. But until then, you are definitely triple topping. You need to maintain yourself above this trend line. VWAP has been moving up, so we need to erase the previous VWAP line because that is no longer valid. So let's go ahead and take that out of there because that VWAP is no longer valid. It moved up. Let's go and create another VWAP further up. The new VWAP is currently at 132, almost 133. And we are seeing some indications of potentially some volume coming in. But right now, it is still a triple top unless otherwise indicated. Let's go and see what else we got over here. Do we have any good tickers that we could take a look at, DBL mums? Is there anything for the pride? Anything juicy? Are you going way too far down for it to be juicy? Go higher. Let's see. I don't know. There's not too much going on. Not too much at this moment. We could go to SIFY. This is the company with the news out of India. Let's take a look at it on the 5-minute doubles, and you can see that it looks like this bull pennant might be failing as the price action stays below VWAP, and it's starting to break the bottom part of the pennant, which is your support area. So it looks more and more like this double top is going to be valid, and it looks more and more like it's going to be bearish. But you know what? We'll keep the pennant there just in case. Just in case. Here's the situation, though. It went up 201% in the morning, and it has given back about 60%. And we don't like that. We don't like when tickers go up that high and they give back too much. You know what I mean? Doubles. We don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm just saying. So, SIFY, yes, you went up 201%. Pre-market, of course, we called it oily. For the Discord. We called it early for the Discord. Oh, I mean, this is what we do. We call a lot of bangers a lot of times. Shall I say that we also called AUUD 73%, APTO 55%, ELAB 52%, MSGM 38%, CDT 46%. I mean, I'm just saying. We call a lot of bangers a lot of times, levels.
Oh, yeah, we did.
A lot. There's a link in the description and in the pinned comment to come and try out the Discord. This is going to be the last day, doubles. This is going to be the last day that they'll be able to buy a 5-day trial for $1 for the Discord, folks. So if you're on the fence, now's the time to do it because that deal is going to be sunsetted pretty soon. Time for some espresso ice.
Espresso.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I know I keep saying this, but it helps the stream if you could share. Because sharing is caring. People are coming back from Labor Day. They might be a little overhung, You know what I mean?
Overhung.
A little overhung.
What?
You know, a little overhung.
Oh.
Maybe they had a little bit of brewskis with the burgers and the hot dogs. You know what I'm talking about? The barbecues. You know what I mean? Maybe.
See?
So, you know, a lot of folks ain't trading just yet, are they?
No.
But you know what? It just takes one, doubles. Just takes one to run. Ooh, I just rhymed. Can we do a beat with that? It just takes one to run. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Never mind, right? Give it up.
No.
It didn't work?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No.
Work with me on this, doubles. Come on, you're hurting my feelings here. Can you make it rhyme? Go.
No.
It just takes one to run. Go.
It just takes one to run.
All right, give me more. Come on, let's add to it.
Yeah.
It just takes one to run. Son of a gun. It just takes one to run, you son of a gun. Where you at? Where you at? Come on. Come on now. Give me a beat. Hey! Hey! I don't know. I don't know. It's early in the morning. I'm trying to fill the show. There's no runners. There's no runners, folks. I'm trying to fill the show. Come on now. You can't get mad at me. I'm trying. SMFL, 77,000 float-a-rooney. 77,000 float-a-rooney. Let's go over here. Let's go to the 1 minute doubles on that particular ticker. It had formed a head and shoulders pattern. Whoa. And we were trying to see if we could do a descending wedge, but it didn't really work out that way. Let's get rid of some of these drawings because it's just basically selling off. It's selling off. You know, I mean, it needs to break this downtrend. You need to break the downtrend, and you're way below VWAP. Way below VWAP, which is over here. Let's get the graffiti pencil activated. Graffiti pencil at $1.22. Daily retrospect, y'all is crazy. Word. Praise be the Lord. Hallelujah. Yes, we are. CNFR. I'm glad you noticed. CNFR. Let's see. Oh, looky here. Doubles. We got a little bit of activity with CNFR. It's forming a cup with a handle on the 1 minute doubles.
1 minute.
Let's get that graffiti pencil activated. $1.19 is the high of the day. It's pushing. I told you we'd get something. I told y'all. Up 60%. Conifer Cell Insurance Agency Operations names Brian Rooney as a CEO. This is 8/27. Not much of news. I mean, it's like bogus news. Come on now. You got to do better than that. But the float's 3.6 million. Volume only 1.1 million. And we have a top tail. All right. You got me all hot and bothered over here. You got me all hot and bothered. And now you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. What's wrong with you? You had me excited for a second. I'm gonna go back to AUUD. I want to see what's going on with that one. I could see volume coming in and making this one schmexy, but right now it's bearish. It's got a triple top doubles. I mean, it continues to trend upward, but I mean, it's good that it's trending upward, but it's still a triple top. And it just doesn't have a lot of volume. Look, this candle right here, 44,000 shares. It's I don't know. It's not enough volume, doubles. Not enough volume. MSGM in the house. Let's go check it out. MSGM. And it had that invoided doubles. It had that invoided head and shoulders bull pattern, but it still hasn't broken out. And now it looks like it's trying to maintain itself above VWAP, but it's struggling. So maybe this inverted head and shoulders could potentially be invalid, and you could potentially have a double top here. Top here. So hopefully that's not the case. If it breaks VWAP, then I would say that there's a good chance that this inverted head and shoulders is invalid, and this potential double top over here, which would be bearish, becomes more valid. I hope that's not the case. But doubles, it doesn't have a lot of volume, and it looks quite bearish right here when you look at it on the 1 minute. So, I don't know. I mean, this candle right here, only 2,000 shares. I'm going to get rid of the inverted head and shoulders. You're disappointing me. MSGM, you are disappointing me. I disappoint you. You disappointed me. So the inverted head and shoulders, I don't think is valid anymore. No. Unfortunately, it looks like you're failing me, and it looks like now you are becoming a double top. The bad, ugly, disgusting double top. And we don't like double tops, doubles.
We like double bottoms.
I like double nicks.
Ah.
I like double bottoms.
Yeah.
I like bottom tails.
Yeesh.
But I don't like double tops. No, 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 no. MSGM, you ran early in the morning. Yes, you did. You were up 38%. But now you're only up 29%. What have you done for me lately?
What have you done for me lately?
You do have a float of 1.6 million. I like that. Your volume is about 8 million. I like that too. But you look bearish right now. And you're disappointing me because you could have been a lovely inverted head and shoulders. But so far, you're not doing right by the pride. You're not doing right by the indelible pride. So we will continue to search the Serengeti for the next stonk. The bushy tail Serengeti specialist is prowling. She's prowling. Yes, she is. She's ready to ensnarl the next one. The next parabolic runner. Let's go and look and see if we could find something else. What else we got? What else we got? Let me at him, DBL moms. Let me at him. Let me at him. What do we got? Anything new? Find me a new one. A new one. A new one. Another one. Another one. I don't see anything new. I don't see anything new. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad. All right, let's go to Woozy again. Woozy? Woozy? No, that float's too heavy. No, 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 no. SYTA's got a low float. SYTA. It's got a low float, but it doesn't have a lot of volume. They appointed someone into the board of directors. That's the story of it again. Oh, we got some news. EZFL regained compliance with the NASDAQ. Easy. Let's see what the float is on that. EZFL regains compliance. Let's see. Let's see. The float is 959,000. No volume. I don't think people realize that it just regained compliance. I'm going to put this on a side shot because it's got news now. You know what I'm talking about? Doubles. It's got news. So EZFL, EZFL, you got a low float of 959,000 shares. You got no volume whatsoever, but you just came out with news that you regained compliance, and there's not much else running. So, could this be something? It needs to get noticed. Folks, it needs volume. It needs volume, doubles. It needs volume. Can you put your lab coat on, your lab coat, and get your stethoscope? We're going to have to do an examination of EZFL. Let's go ahead and check it out. EZFL Holdings regains compliance with NASDAQ listing standard. This came out at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. It has practically no volume whatsoever. It needs its vitamin V shot. And the float is 959,000. Right now, no volume, not moving, but it has news and it has a low float. So you earned the side chart designation from Doctor of Bangernomics, DBL Nix.
PhD in Bangernomics from Big Bang College, also known as BBC.
Correct. And of course, I got my Bangernomics degree from Bang U University.
BUU.
BUU. You better BUU. That's what I'm saying. Vitamin V, Daily Retrospects got it on ELAB. ELAB needs vitamin V. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out one more time. It needs volume, folks. It needs volume. It's trying to form that cup and handle on the 5-minute. It's trying to form it on the 1 minute, but you can see it's below VWAP, and it seems to be breaking down. You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart, I tell you. Elab, you're breaking my heart. Ay, 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 ay. Anywho, I gotta put this down. I'm going to put EZFL on the side chart. I like the news. It just doesn't have any volume. You know, I like the news, though, but no volume. So I can't be in love with you. I can't love you, EZFL, when you don't have the volume. You know what I mean? Let's go to the low floater, SMFL. SMFL. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. It is trending downward. We don't like that, doubles. It continues to trend downward, and we can see that it has very little volume. So, all right, so we're going to keep an eye on AUUD. We're going to keep an eye on SIFY. Not financial advice, not stock advice. We're just
show.
having a conversation. This is just a show, folks.
Hey!
Yeah, that's what it is. All right, so we're going to take this show. Actually, it's not a show. We're actually going to go and seriously stream on our Discord right now in a few seconds. So we're going to invite you one more time to take advantage of the 5-day trial for $1. That trial is going to end today.
Yeah.
Today's the last day.
Yeah.
All right? So it goes bye-bye. It gets
goes
sunset.
bye-bye.
It goes bye-bye. So if you're ready to rumble and you've been thinking about it, today is the day you should do it, because that deal is going to be off the table as of today. We're going to have to figure out something different, or maybe nothing at all. Maybe you pay full price. Maybe. Nah, we always give them some kind of a discount. We're too nice. We're so nice. You're so nice, Doubles. You're so nice. You're a nicer boy. So anyway, folks, the link is in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can join us with the continued streaming on the Discord. Of course, you'll get access to every single one of our alerts, and of course, you know that we call a lot of bangers a lot of times. You know how that goes, right? And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, could you do what this young man says, please?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share.
Because sharing, Doubles, is caring.
Yes.
It helps the stream grow, and it helps us put content out for you. The indelible pride. The indelible pride out there. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, you could follow us on x.com, a.k.a. Twitter.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
Yes.
One more time. At Coach Nick Money, baby.
At Coach Nick Money.
Yeah. Or Twitch, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money, indeed.
Facebook.
Or Facebook, at Coach Nick Money.
At Coach Nick Money.
Instagram,
At Coach Nick Money.
at Coach Nick Money. And TikTok,
At DBL Nicks.
at DBL NICKS.
But the screen name is Coach Nick Money.
But the screen name is Coach Nick Money.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes. All right, it's Coach Nick Money
DBL Nicks.
and the bushy tail Serengeti specialist, the one, the only, DBL Moms. Yeah, baby. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Make a lot of money, because I am Coach Nick Money, and
DBL Nicks.
be greenable.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
Be
me too.
greenable.
Don't you want to be me?
Yeesh.
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 Be greenable.
Be greenable. Make a lot of money, because I am Coach Nick Money. We love you. We will see you in